I'd like to wish everybody happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. It is that time of the year. We're going to date this video just a tad. Hey, if you don't celebrate the holidays, you're still welcome as usual. But on today's show, we're going to take some oysters and some shrimp, and we're going to create ourselves a very quick and delicious snack or appetizer or starter. Little fried shrimp, fried oysters, homemade cocktail sauce, homemade breading. Hey, welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Meyer. We've got everything we need right here. Oil warming up. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and get started on our fried oysters and shrimp right now. Go ahead and get started on our fried oysters and fried shrimp. We got everything we need right here. Got a little adult beverage kind of sitting there, kind of a little thirsty. We got a little happy holidays, Merry Christmas, our little theme, digital theme hanging around us. Anyway, let's take a look at what we've got. We've got some, I've got 4 little nice shuck select oysters, and we've got about 4 jumbo shrimp. That's all we're gonna do. So you can always expand on this if you've got more than just yourself who wants a snack. But anyway, we've got those right here. Right here, we've got our breading. And our breading is very simple, and it's got a pretty good little taste to it. We've got 2 parts. You know what, let's see. We'll use this right here. This is a 2-pound bag of self-rising yellow cornmeal. So we're gonna use one of these bags. Then we're gonna take a half of one of these size bags, so we're gonna be using 1 pound of self-rising flour, and then we're gonna use I'd say a little less than a 1/4 cup of Cajun seasoning. Now, if you don't want to make your own Cajun seasoning, I fully understand. This right here, Tony Sassery's original Creole seasoning works perfect. That's it. Those 3 together, mix them up, boom. And what you want to do after that, you got to get yourself a paper bag. One of these craft style bags. I don't know, for some reason they just seem to make everything fry so much better. And we're gonna add that, our breading to our bag, give it a shake. And you take these, put that there, and we're almost ready to go. Now, what's gonna go along with it? Right here, this is our homemade cocktail sauce. We've got ketchup, wasabi, paste, powder that I turned into a paste, and then we mix that up with some ponzu, which is a citrus-based soy sauce. So we've got our main recipe. This is this is half of what I usually do. We've got a half a cup of ketchup. I use Heinz ketchup. Then we've got 2 tablespoons wasabi paste. So we take that powder, we take 2 tablespoons of the powder, 2 tablespoons of cold water, mix it up, let it sit for about 30 minutes or so, 15, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. But 5 teaspoons of our ponzu, mix it up, boom. You've got cocktail sauce. How's that? That's quick, simple, and easy. At this point, let's see, I'm gonna put you here. We're gonna need this in a minute. Now we're gonna come in with, what are we gonna do first? I guess we'll do our oysters. We're gonna add our oysters one at a time. Wet, don't dry them off, because we need that liquid to help adhere our seafood breading to our oysters. So boom, 2, 1 more, just like that. Fold this over once or twice and give it a shake, just like that. Now we're gonna let it sit in here for about 30 seconds or so, just like that, until everything kind of sort of pulls into the oysters. So I tell you what, we're gonna let that set for a second. I'm gonna do a quick little cleanup. Oops, you caught me. So anyway, so we've got our oysters. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. So we're gonna come in here just like that. Y'all can see they're nice and coated. I'm gonna put them over my little wire rack just like that. And again, we're gonna let those continue to rest as I make a heck of a mess. Just like that, 1, 4, so there should be 1, yeah, there it is. I had to find him. 1 more in there, boom. Again, we can let that rest. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our shrimp. Drop them in here, shake them up, and let them rest. Tell you quick, A little funny story that just happened. I'm saying, trying to figure out why I can't get the oil up to over 300 degrees, and it was smoking a little bit. So, well, maybe it's older oil. So, yeah, so I changed it out. Same thing was happening. I sat there trying to figure it out, and then it dawned on me. I've been doing a little bit of chocolate tempering, and it's easier to use Celsius than it is Fahrenheit, which is the units I'm used to. Changed my digital thermometer, hit it. Good Lord, it was about 580 degrees. So anyway, I guess I was trying to figure out the flash point of my frying oil. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, a little funny gift. I hope it I made you laugh a little bit. It did. Anyway, so we've got our shrimp and our oysters have been kind of just sitting over here for our oil. I do believe, yep, 369. I'm gonna pull this back over here just like that. Got it on about a medium heat, and I think it's time for us to go ahead and get frying. So what we're gonna do here is only got one camera today, and that's that one right there. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna break out the old iPhone, just like so, and bingo, here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a couple little shots of video here, and maybe even come over here. There y'all are right there. So anyway, but here we are. Let's see here. We are at 377, which I think is going to be just about perfect. So we're going to come in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fry our oysters first. So we're going to come like so. Put them in and away from you. There's number one, and we're going to go ahead and cook all 4 of our oysters, again being very careful. Bingo, just like that. Heck yeah, man, those are boiling up good. These are probably about done. I think they are. So let's go ahead and get those out right now. Heck yeah. Boom. Oh heck yeah, check those out, man. Those are, wow, nice and crispy. Heck yeah, a little light brown. I'm gonna come in here, grab those guys, just like that. Oh man, wow, check that out. And we're just gonna let them sit right there. And of course, while they're hot, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of salt and just kind of sprinkle it on there just like that. And that's really about all we need. Heck yeah, man, those are looking good. Let's tell you what, before we put our shrimp in, let's take a look at the temperature. What do we got here? Okay, that's 350. It's coming back up. It was a little cool, so I wanted to bring that up before we began frying our shrimp. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna come in here now, since we're at 350, drop that guy in just like that, and just keep on rolling. Heck yeah. And we got this guy here, and one more. Voila, heck yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do number 5. Bingo, just like that, heck yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, I think they're about done. What do we got here? Oh, heck yeah, they definitely are. Oh man, check those things out right there. Let's grab all 4 of those, just like that, and we're going to come over and let these rest for a minute. Man, check that out. Wow. Those shrimp out, got those beautiful oysters. Heck yeah, man. All right, I tell you what, I think it's time for us to begin plating. I'm gonna put the little strainer up. One thing about frying, it does get a little messy, so keep that in mind. And I would recommend cooking this outside. Anyway, that's just me, but hey, we're inside. So I tell you what, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna grab a plate, and I just went ahead and just did a little decoration with our cocktail sauce. We're gonna come in here, speaking of that, and we'll just add that right there. So we got a nice little dipping sauce. So I tell you what, let's see, how are we gonna do this? I don't know. We'll come in here with our oysters like so, maybe like that. Oh man, heck yeah, check that out. That, oh, is gonna be so good in a quick minute. Then, I don't know, we've got this guy, and I tell you what, they are still nice and warm. I don't know, something like this. Then we'll come in here one more like so. Heck yeah, let's see if we can grab a little bit of parsley, maybe to add some color. to it. I'm not sure. How about something like that? Grab this guy. I don't know. We'll drop him somewhere in here, like so. And what the heck? I don't know. And then we'll come in here with this guy right here, just like that. And now I've got some lemons already sliced up in a Ziploc. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab them. There they are, like that. And I'm gonna come over and we'll just add a couple of these in here. I don't know, just like so. Heck yeah, just like that. And you know what? We'll do that and that guy right there. How about that? Oh man, right there. Quick and simple. And I tell you what, you talking about gonna be delicious. Oh man, unbelievable. Oh man, there you go. How about that right there? There's a little snack. Our appetizer, our starter of beautiful deep fried seafood goodness, oysters and shrimp. We paired that up with our cocktail sauce, little lemon. Heck yeah, everything was quick. All ingredients, you know, our breading, simple, boom. Cocktail sauce, how simple was that? You just gotta let it rest for a few minutes. But anyway, tell you what, speaking of something right down here, how about using that breading again on a fish sandwich and right there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. It all does help. I'd like to wish everybody happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. And until next time, God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.